Hi, I'm Sharon Jones from Be a Better You. This is part one of a series called 4 Cubed. It's 4 videos, 4 slides, 4-ish minutes. The theme is how to manage your emotions or how not to pop your corn. This particular video is called How Are You Showing Up? So, how are you showing up? Are you aware of how you are showing up for your friends, at work, at home, for your colleagues, when things are great and when things are tough? How would you describe yourself at your best? Perhaps you might say you're happy, you're considerate, you're calm. When things are good, we can always show our best self with positive behaviours. Have you ever seen someone who was feeling good behave badly? Chances are no. It's when something triggers a negative response and reaction in us that our behaviour may change. So think about this. How would you describe your behaviour when you're at your worst? Maybe, if you're honest, you could be fretful, anxious, or quiet. Maybe you're the tornado that explodes for the world to see, or perhaps you bottle it up silently imploding like the underground volcano. It's when something triggers that negative reaction in us. It's when our corn has been popped. It's how we react and respond. It tells other people who we are. When we've been negatively triggered by something, a thought, maybe a world event, or what we perceive to be an angry email from our boss or a snide comment from a friend, our emotions go into overdrive and we can experience what's known as an amygdala hijack and respond by ignoring, imploding, or exploding. And none of these reactions is really appropriate. Emotional intelligence has been cited by many leading sources as the difference that makes a difference to your career, whether you want to be a leader or succeed in a team. It's now on the top 10 of career skills list. It's also, of course, crucial for every relationship that you have. So learning how to manage your emotions is a crucial career and a life skill. In describing emotional intelligence, I like Merle Balagui's description. Merle is the president of Thomas International in Canada and North America, and she says quite simply that it's about being smart with feelings. It means then being able to understand, interpret, and act appropriately on our own emotions, then extending that outwards to others, recognizing their emotional states and responding appropriately. It is the heart and mind connection. The reason that we have emotions is simple. They're there to keep us alive. They influence our every decision in life, whether we are aware of that or not. So where do they come from? Here is your brain going through all these different points. Number 4 here is the brainstem. This controls basic life functions like breathing, kind of important. Number 3 is the limbic system. This is where the troublemaker lives. We'll get to that in a minute. This is also feelings of pleasure, emotions, learning. It controls things like motivation, drive, and urges. Number 3 is the cerebellum. It allows you to move around. It is your motor control. Number 1 is the cerebral cortex, which includes the prefrontal cortex, which is the executive functioning area of your brain. That's the part that's the problem solver. It's rational and it's likely in charge right now, but it's also got the attention span of a squirrel or a distracted 2-year-old, which is why it's so difficult to concentrate on anything for long periods of time. So it's the amygdala that sits and lives in the limbic system, which is the troublemaker. It's the first responder when it detects that you are under threat. It's your survival command center. Your amygdala is probably content at this moment, like the monkey chilling in the bar here. Your anxiety levels are probably pretty low, but if a ferocious lion came into your room or you got that email from your boss and you think that they're angry with you, then your amygdala would leap in, take charge, and send out the stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol into your body to prepare you to fight, flight, or freeze. Your amygdala responds to what you see, hear, or think, and it doesn't know the difference between a thought and an actual event. Once engaged, it swamps your capacity to think and react rationally. It's like the monkey in the bar that's now going berserk, and this is the amygdala hijack. Whatever our behavior, we need to consider the consequences, especially when times are tough. We can ask ourselves, how does my reaction affect those around me when things trigger me? Our amygdala's role is to keep us safe, and it does this whether we are under actual threat or perceived threat. So, is our reaction appropriate? Is it helping us or is it harming us? And how exactly are we showing up in our lives for our colleagues, for our friends, and for our family? Video 2 is navel gazing, aka self-awareness. In the meantime, here's me. Check me out on LinkedIn and see you on the next one. Bye.